If you believe your marriage is unbreakable, wait until you hear what happened to me. One ordinary evening became the greatest betrayal of my life. My pregnant wife vanished to attend a party without saying a word. Less than 24 hours later, I uncovered a secret so heartbreaking that it shattered everything I believed about our future together. My name is Ethan. I'm 32 years old, and until last year, I truly believed I had the perfect life. I worked as a project manager for a construction company, and my wife, Jessica, was a 29-year-old marketing executive. We had been married for 4 years and had recently found out she was 3 months pregnant with our first child. I couldn't have been happier, or at least that's what I believed. Looking back now, the warning signs had been there all along. After learning she was pregnant, Jessica became distant. She spent more time glued to her phone, smiled at messages she never explained, and often stepped outside to answer private calls. Whenever I asked if something was wrong, she blamed it on pregnancy stress. I trusted her. One Friday evening, I came home early carrying her favorite takeout. The house was completely empty. I called her, but she didn't answer. About an hour later, I received a text that simply said, "Out with friends. Don't wait up." That was all. No explanation, no details, nothing. I felt frustrated because she was pregnant and had never mentioned going anywhere. Around midnight, I heard her come through the front door. She smelled of alcohol and an expensive cologne that definitely wasn't mine. "Where were you?" I asked. She rolled her eyes. "Seriously, I went to a party." "A party? Why didn't you tell me?" "Because I didn't think I needed your permission." The argument quickly grew worse. Eventually, she stormed upstairs and slammed the bedroom door behind her. I spent the entire night lying on the couch wondering what had happened to the woman I had married. The following morning, Jessica was still asleep when her phone lit up on the kitchen counter. I had never been the kind of husband who checked his wife's phone, but something felt terribly wrong. The screen showed a message from a contact saved as M. My stomach tightened. It read, "Last night was incredible. I can't stop thinking about you." I froze. For several long seconds, I couldn't breathe. Then another message appeared. "I know the baby makes things complicated, but we'll figure it out." The baby? My hands began to shake. I opened the conversation. There were hundreds of messages, photos, plans, love declarations, and one devastating truth. Jessica had been having an affair with her coworker Marcus for nearly 7 months. 7 months? That meant the affair had started long before she became pregnant. Then I noticed the dates in their messages. The timeline didn't add up. A terrifying thought crossed my mind. What if the baby wasn't mine? Quietly, I took screenshots of everything and sent them to myself. Then I waited. When Jessica finally woke up, I sat across from her at the dining table. She instantly knew something was wrong. "What?" Without saying a word, I slid my phone across the table. Her face instantly turned pale. For the first time in years, she looked truly afraid. "Ethan, I can explain." "No," I answered calmly. "You can answer one question." Tears filled her eyes. I asked the question that had been tearing me apart for hours. "Is the baby mine?" Silence. A silence so heavy it felt like a knife sinking deeper into my chest. Finally, she whispered, "I don't know." Everything inside me broke in that moment. I stood up and walked away before I said something I would regret. Over the next few days, I contacted a lawyer and arranged a prenatal paternity test. Jessica begged me to forgive her. She cried, apologized, and promised to end the affair. But it was already too late. Trust hadn't simply been broken, it had been completely destroyed. Then karma took its turn. Marcus wasn't single, he was married. When his wife discovered the evidence, she immediately filed for divorce and exposed the affair throughout their workplace. Within weeks, Marcus lost both his marriage and his management position. Jessica's reputation collapsed right alongside his. Her coworkers no longer trusted her. Friends slowly drifted away. The fantasy relationship they had sacrificed everything for started falling apart once it faced real-life consequences. Then the paternity results finally arrived. With trembling hands, I opened the envelope. Jessica sat across from me, quietly crying. The results confirmed what I had feared all along. I was not the father. The room fell completely silent. Jessica broke down in tears. But strangely, I felt relief. The uncertainty was finally over. That same day, I finalized my decision and moved forward with the divorce. Months later, mutual friends told me that Marcus had left Jessica after realizing the excitement of their secret affair couldn't survive the reality of everyday life. She lost her marriage, her reputation, and the man she believed was worth risking everything for. As for me, I focused on rebuilding my life. It wasn't easy. Betrayal never is. But every painful ending creates space for a better beginning. The woman I trusted destroyed our future with one selfish decision. Yet in the end, the truth gave me something far more valuable than revenge. It gave me freedom.